Hey, Shalom, Markins, Rakar, Makapash, and Jim, and starting giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video, and this one's from this article here from Zero Hedge. And the title of this one said the WEF suggests that there are solid, rational reasons to implant your kids. Right? And this is based off, what's the other one? Mr. Klaus and these guys, said in an interview, I believe it was, right? And they're preparing the world for, the MOTB, right? And they right now they're aiming at the kids, man. Making it sound like these are reasonable, progressive steps forward in protecting your kids, and eventually, that these things, these implantable devices, they're good for you, that they're, a benefit to society, beneficial to society, that everybody should have them for X, Y, and Z reasons, right? Doing their marketing, to have these devices, put out there and adopted on masse. All right. So they're moving forward with with their agendas, like we keep telling you about, and it won't be for too long till you start seeing this being implemented. Right. I'm not going to read this article just because, of the implications behind it, but you get the point. You can find the article or whatever, or read it here, take snapshots or whatever, man. But actually, let me read one little bit. Let's see. Right, let's read this part. Right, it says the augmenting technology will help in all stages of life. Children in a learning environment, professionals at work, and ambitious senior citizens. There are many possibilities, writes Phillips. Right, so this augmented technology is going to be helpful. Right. I ain't gonna read that part. It says, as we previously highlighted, the WEF, Mr. Klaus wrote in his book, the GR, right? It said that the fourth industrial revolution would lead to a fusion of our physical, digital, and biological identity. That's what's going on right now, man. All right. He clarifies is implantable, that can, know what you're thinking. Right. And they talk about ingestible stuffs as well. All right, but yeah, so they keep talking about it. They keep coming out and talking about these types of things, man. Right? They are progressing with their plans. Okay, given to them from on high, from these elites, right? And they're moving forward with it, man. They're putting the world in a precarious situation where they're going to be, or seem like they're going to be dependent on this technology to get through it, right? So in a great time of great trouble, these people are going to look towards Esau, and Esau is going to, suggest and bring about this technology to quote unquote help, right? And people are going to accept it because things are going to be real bad, right? Let me get oops. Daniel 12:1 quickly before we start, right? It says Daniel 12 verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was, right? This whole time of trouble is being engineered, it's been orchestrated, right? Only by the Heavenly Father, right? But you know, the pawns of the Heavenly Father on the left hand side is Esau. Okay, he's the one bringing about, or you know, trying to bring about this NWO and you know, these MOTBs, right? The MOTB and these implantables, right? He's the one trying to do that to you know, increase his power and his rule over the earth. All right. So the world is being put into a time of trouble right now, and you know, we're you know, as we're going along down the line, things are becoming worse and worse and worse, right? And it's soon to be prime time for Esau to introduce you know, these implantables, the MOTB, when the you know, your stomach starts becoming empty, right? And you know, you find it hard to get food, right? Because that's when all hell will break loose, man. I mean, people can't feel their stomachs anymore. All right. This is from Daniel chapter 8 verse 25. So, and through his policy, sound like these are things that they're gonna, you know, we'll bring into law and stuff like that, or you know, whatever. Right. So through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Okay, this is the type of craft that is prospering in his hand, right? All these agendas, right? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, become proud, because you know he already proud, he becoming increasingly proud, because he's thinking about to have a monopoly on power. He's about to control everyone and everything, you know, in all levels, right? He thinks he's you know, he's a god, right? And by peace shall destroy many, right? Because they're touting it to be a good thing, and this is what's going to save you in the time to come, right? That's what they're going to be saying, right? But ultimately, it's going to get people destroyed, man, because we know there's a judgment attached to accepting his mark, right? So Esau's going to lead people to their deaths, right? To their destruction. Right, it says, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right, Esau eventually going to be coming. He thinks he's going to be able to fight the Most High and the Yahushua and the angels. He's so puffed up in his heart. That's what he's going to do, and eventually he's going to be destroyed and brought down. All right. But yeah, through peace, man. Okay, Esau's not going to come full devil mode to get you to accept this. Not at the beginning. You know, there's going to come a point in time where you're going to physically force you, man. Or, you know, you're taking one to the dome. But at the beginning, he's going to convince you that this is necessary, that this is, you know, good. This is a good thing. All right. In Psalms 55 verse 21 said, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Right. He's plotting against the people. Okay. These Edomites are plotting. Right. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Right. These technologies are not for our good, man. Right. Revelations 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So yeah, if you get this, man, you can have access to food, man. You know, that's gonna be the game changer. Oh, you mean we could eat? We can get access to food, because you know, food's gonna become in limited supply, man, and you know, these governments will take control of the food supply, and they'll ration it out accordingly, man. But you people will cave in to the demands and to the pressures that the government are gonna require of you to access that food, man. Right, but people will do many things when they're hungry. All right, and you know, you people are about to see and find out. All right, so that's the you know, the situation that's going to arise and how he's going to get the majority of these people, you know, enrolled and signed up, right, to this program, right? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It said, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, because that's what he's doing. He's putting himself in an advantageous situation, man, and putting you in a disadvantage, man. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing with the whole world right now. That's why everything's messed up, man. Right? He's increasing his own control and increasing your dependency on him. You know, all these energy prices, man. You know, people are begging for them to put a cap on the prices, or begging for extra handouts to be able to pay for their electricity and for their gas. Man are begging. Like, we can't afford this, man. And all it ever seems that these numbers seem to keep going up and up and up. So, you know, it's always dread for the people. You know, they're thinking, shit, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? You know, and even worse, if they got things like mortgages or you know, credit payments to make or whatever. You know, these people are struggling. You know, the inflation keeps going up, the interest rates going up. Okay, people are going to forfeit on their payments, man. So they're begging the government to help them. But it just so has it, you know, they got something, you know, already cooked up, ready and waiting for you to adopt to get you through these difficult times. These hard times, right? Which again, you know, we're not even in those hard times just yet, but things are going to get a lot worse. And so you're going to be begging even more. All right, but Esau got something ready for you, man. All right, and if you don't want to perish, you know, then you'll do what he tells you. That's what he's going to put across to you, man. But we know better. Okay, we know better, man. We know to trust upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in these last days, man. Because this is all the act of the Most High anyway, man. This is the Lord's will at play. Okay, and this ends with Esau's downfall, man. Okay, his elect are going to be delivered from this time of trouble. All right, so we know better. We know to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in this dark time we're about to, you know, go into, man. Okay, we're not going to accept his mark, you know, the devil's mark. Right, we ain't going to do that. Right, we don't want to be destroyed. Okay, we believe in the prophecies that the Most High had written down. Okay, we believe that, right? So we don't want to participate, you know, with the majority of the world who show a lack of faith. All right. So yeah, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we us men in the know. Okay, Lord willing, we of the elect, right? We are not ignorant of his devices. We know what this is all about. We know what he's plotting. We know what he's scheming. You know, his methods. You know, we know what he's doing. See it clearly, right? But you know, these people out here, they want to be ignorant, or they want to turn a blind eye to it. They don't want to believe it's as sinister as we say it is. You know. We're going to close out with this. This is Sirach chapter 12 verse 10 said, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, that's something we've learned from a very long time ago. Right? So one of the few things or first things that we learned coming in the street, man, you know, other than our identity and about the Lord and all of that, is who our enemies are, man. And Esau is the prime number one enemy. Right? And we know not to trust him. The so-called white man, we know not to trust him. His track record is too vast, man. You can't turn that shit around, man. You know? So though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Right? Beware whatever what he's doing, what he's suggesting, what he's offering. Beware. Right? And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. He's still the same devil underneath the suit. Behind the smile, behind the kind words, he's still the same devil, man. All right. So set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity, right? Because being the devil is part of his nature, man. That is his nature. He ain't gonna be anything else other than the devil, man. Other than Satan. Other than the adversary. That's what he's always gonna be. He's always gonna be the wicked. Right? It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with many sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, right? So he like he's cool with you, like, you know, he's you know, he understands your plight, he's trying to help you and whatever, right? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And the enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, right? That's them smooth words and buttery words, man. Okay, but in his heart, drawn swords, okay? But it says here, but in his heart, he imagine he had to throw thee into a pit, had to bring you down. He will weep with his eyes, but if you find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands, and whisper much, and change his countenance. Yeah, he's gonna show you that you've been fooled, man. That he deceived you, man. He's gonna be happy that he deceived you, man. He's gonna be laughing in your face. You know, they're gonna change how they appear to us, man. Okay, you're gonna see him for the devil, right? Because he's gonna be acting all kind of differently when he got the jump on you, man. You know, when he's got his way. All right. So I'm gonna end it there, man. It's this MOTB stuff, man. These implantables and that, they keep getting brought up in these last days, man. Okay, we know the MOTB is the RFID. We know that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're planning on doing to the people, man. Right? Your other camps are playing games. All right. But like I said, trust not thy enemy, beware of him. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till next time, I say shalom.